What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. We are setting ourselves up nicely for another big weekend. So if you guys don't know, we went up about 20 to 25 units last weekend, and that's what we're going to be expecting to do pretty much every single weekend of football season. Okay, guys, I will say on these like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, as I talked about this yesterday, we want to try to set ourselves up as best as possible for the weekend. Okay, and what I consider the weekend is right when Thursday night football kicks off. Right when Thursday night football kicks off, that's going to be, the weekend, and we're going to start to try to see some of these entries fall for us, some of these four-mans and everything like that, right? So with that being said, I'm still going to have a ton of entries obviously today. I'm going to have a ton of entries Friday, a ton of entries Saturday, Sunday, but again, the method of the madness is that these days where there's no football, we're trying to get us set up for the weekend. And you'll see we've already set ourselves up for a Thursday night football hit right here with Jordan Love and Jane Daniels, correlated hit there. This is actually tomorrow morning for Valorant, so this is nice to see there. And then we have Bryce Young set up for us here, and then we actually have two entries down here with, for some reason, there's been some DMPs in Counter-Strike, but you'll see here, this guy DMPs, this guy DMPs. So we have like a mini setup. It's like a three-man setup, which is still great, right? We have a setup for Notre Dame, and then we have a setup for Tennessee. And you guys will see, if you don't really know what I'm talking about, you'll see in college football. So Notre Dame, I took the unders on a quarterback, and then I took the unders on one of his best receivers. And then over here on the Tennessee game, I took the overs on a quarterback and the overs on one of his best receivers. So if that doesn't make sense to you, pretty much we're taking the overs and overs together on quarterback receiver duos, or the unders and unders together. So if the quarterback does very well, let's say he throws for 300 yards, then his top receiver is also likely to get probably 70 to 100 of those yards, and he's going to go over. And then vice versa can also occur, right? If the quarterback doesn't do very well, let's say he only throws for like 150 yards, 130 yards, then his number one receiver is not likely to go over himself as well. So that is exactly what we do here. Again, I'm not going to say, and I never say that we hit everything on this channel, guys. That is not the point of this channel, and I'm very, very transparent about that. The point of this channel is to win money long term. So you'll see here is a entry that we unfortunately missed and we did not get a setup for Smash. This guy goes under by 1 kill, but I will say I'm going to be taking this Garrett Nussmeier and Aaron Anderson play as many times as it takes to get a setup for it, to be honest, because this is one of my favorite picks of the weekend, because this should be a very high scoring game. LSU is a very good offense, and I think Garrett Nussmeier throws for well over 300 yards in this game, and his number one receiver is going to be a huge part of that. All right. I will say over here, Bryce Young, his line is now bumped to 20, so we got great value on that. His line was 20.5. We took him under yesterday. I said I think by game time this bumps to 19.5. I still stand in that. I think if we check back in a day or two, I think this bumps to 19.5. But a great hit by this Parokai, and we took his over. And then also on Chalkboard, guys, we do have some nice setups. So we took 5 discounts on Chalkboard. There's actually 6 discounts on Chalkboard yesterday. I missed one of them because one of them happened at like 3 p.m. or something, like really early, and I wasn't ready for it. But 4 out of the 5 entries that we took hit, okay, and the discounts hit, right? And the only one that missed was Paul Skeens here, and he missed by 1 out, so very, very close. But I will say on Chalkboard, if you don't have Chalkboard yet, guys, get Chalkboard, because once a week, they play 6 discounts, and I checked their Twitter actually, and 2 out of the 4 weeks this month, they have swept the discounts, which means they have gone 6 out of 6. So if you do not have Chalkboard, they send out amazing discounts, way better than PrizePicks, and you're leaving money on the table. These are $10 maximum entries. So if you have 6 discounts, you can do $60 a week. And again, you're probably going to hit, 50% of these or something, maybe a little bit more than that. And again, these are 3x entries, a lot of them. So, you can do the math, but if you're playing $60 a week, that's nothing to scoff at, right? You're leaving money on the table if you're a $10 better, if you're a $5 better, especially if you're even a $25, $30 better. Some of the people who are in kind of the big leagues, you still should be playing these $10 entries on some of these picks here, right? It's free money here. And really, really good, really easy to take, because it takes maybe a couple of minutes to tail these picks. And it's betting, guys. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to watch these too and make money with some of these discounts. All right. So if you don't have Chalkboard, as always, guys, you guys can sign up for some of these apps. Get a month of my VIP free. Chalkboard's actually doing a free $20 on sign up. So you're getting a free $20 on Chalkboard. All you have to do is text me the word chalk to my number right here on the screen, and you guys will see that we are very profitable over the long term on this channel. So So we're up 114 units. Actually, so I will say I just checked it. I didn't send a screenshot to myself, but this is 111 units is actually the number right now. So we did go down about 1 to 2 units, but again, that is completely normal because a lot of these entries that we have like potential energy for, if that makes sense, like we have energy built up in a lot of these entries. A lot of these plays, we're not going to get the fruits of our labor till Friday or till Saturday or till Sunday, on some of these plays here. So we have a lot of potential energy built up. So it's completely normal during the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because there's no football games during those days other than Thursday night football. It's completely normal to have your bankroll go down a little bit because a lot of these entries are a lot of this energy that you have, a lot of this money that you have in your bankroll is inside of these entries, if that kind of makes sense, right? Like we have entries ready to go, ready to hit. And for example, if this hits, I think this would be an 8.5x that we would hit here. So we would instantly go up 7 units or 7.5 units is what we would go up, which would be huge, right? That would instantly put us up to like in the 20s, right? This would put us up into like the 120s right here, which is amazing. And that's exactly what we want to do. On the VIP, our goal is to kind of like go down a little bit, play some 4-mans, and then actually boom up right here with a 4-man hit, and then go down a little bit, hit up with a 4-man, go down a little bit, go up with a 4-man. And this is what ends up happening over and over and over and over again, okay? So this is what we've done so far in the summer, 114, 111 units. Don't think about it in a day-to-day standpoint, guys. You have to think long-term here, especially, on football season, because you have a week separating these plays. So think about month, 2 month time span is really what I want you guys to think about in. And then so far this year, we're up 226 units. And that last year, guys, we actually went up 600 units, and we're pretty close to where we were last year at this point in time. So we went up about close to 300, 400 units last year just in the season alone. We were actually around, like, I think in 2024, we were at about 270 units at this point in time. Okay, so now we're at like 230, and we're honestly on track again for another 500, 600 unit year, which is just actually incredible. Okay, so I have 2 plays, technically 3, because I'm going to kind of retake yesterday's play on Sleeper. It's not that it missed or anything. It's just the play's still up, so I might as well talk about it and say to take it if you guys haven't. So first play of the day, though, is going to be on Onyx Odds. If you don't know about Onyx Odds, I've been pushing this very heavily this week, and I'm going to continue pushing Onyx Odds. I've had dozens and dozens and dozens of you guys sign up for it, and you guys have been loving it so far. You legitimately get $100 free in bets on this app, okay? So if you want to, have a free $100, sign up for Onyx Odds. You can play, any entry that you want on this weekend's games, or you'll just have a free $100 in that app. So how this comes across is it is 4 free $20 bets, or $25 bets, sorry, 4 free $25 bets, which obviously adds up to 100. All you have to do is spend $10. So you put $10 into Onyx Odds, spend that $10 on a bet. And I actually have a bet in today's video. I have a bet in yesterday's video as well. And just put $10 on that entry, and then you'll get a free $100 in picks, okay? So all you have to do to get access to that is text me the word Onyx, and I'll send you the link for that. I will say, if you guys have any friends, family that also want a free $100, man, send them that link as well. It's an affiliate link for me. It helps me out. It'll help you guys out because you'll get free money. If you sent that to like 2-3 people in your family, they all signed up for it, that would be $200-$300 that you guys will get completely free. I say completely free because you still have to do the $10 spend, but you guys kind of get it. And I will also say, in the pinned comment, you will be able to tail this exact entry, and that's also going to be linked up to my code. So if you don't want to text me or something, which again, I don't know why, but I get it if you don't want to text me, but you should text me, because I'm here for you guys. And again, I want to get you guys into the VIP here. So all you have to do is go to the link in the description, and you will automatically tail this bet on Onyx Odds. It'll have you obviously sign up if you do not have an account. Sign up for Onyx Odds. My code should automatically fill in, which is code detective in all caps. And then you guys can go ahead and put the $10 entry on this pick, and then you'll get a free $100 in bets. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. The pick that I'm going with on Onyx Odds, I'm going to be pretty quick about it, but it's Jordan Love under 243 rush plus passing yards. Okay, so you can also take his passing yards if you want. I just kind of liked his pass plus rush yards just because I think it's a little high there as well. So I'm taking that under. I just think Jordan Love If you look at his stats, guys, he normally throws for like 200 yards, 210 yards, and then they run the ball a ton if they are winning this game, okay? Packers honestly do not throw very much, and I'm not very confident in any of the receivers, really. I think they have a lot of receivers that are kind of like wide receiver 2s, wide receiver 3s, and I just think it's hard. I think Jordan Love's a good quarterback, but I think it's hard for him to really get like 70 yards to one of his receivers or 80 yards to one of his receivers. They're a very grindy type team, and they end up winding the clock down very quickly. And they also just they run the ball very well too with Josh Jacobs. So I think Packers are a great team, but I think Jordan Love's under is what I'm going with here today. If you guys watched yesterday's video, I also took Commanders spread. So that's another play that I really like. Again, get Onyx Odds if you want a free $100. It is truly as simple as that. Like, there's no catch or anything. It takes you probably 5 minutes to sign up for this app, put money into the app, and then get Onyx Odds, and you'll have a free $100 to bet with. I really don't know how else to explain it. It's as simple as that. And on top of that, I didn't mention, you'll get a free month of the VIP if you text me proof that you did that to my number right here. Okay, so just take a screenshot of the play that you took or whatever, and I'll actually have it tracked on my end. I have a spreadsheet where I can track these things, and I'll see you signed up. Perfect. I'll get you a free month of the VIP, and then you'll be in all the way up until mid-October. Okay, guys. So second play, I went through this yesterday, so I'm just gonna say, if you don't have sleeper, they have a free pick right now on Jaden Daniels over 0.5 pass yards. Take it, and then I'm taking Carr under on Notre Dame, and you'll see actually Carr is a play that I really like, and because I did take him over here as well, right, on PrizePicks. So take that on sleeper, guys. And then this is going to be the play for the day on PrizePicks, guys. We have Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. He also goes from the name Bill, okay? Bill Krosky-Merritt. He wants to be called Bill from some cartoon, but kind of funny stuff. But I think last week I was wrong about Austin Eckler. Okay, I took Austin Eckler over rush attempts at 6. He did push, so he got exactly 6 rush attempts. But man, Austin Eckler did not look like he was the running back on this offense. He looked like he would come in for pass protection stuff, for passing stuff. But it seems like they're running kind of a duo backfield here, where you have Bill Krosky-Merritt to go over rush yards, where he's the guy running the ball, and then you have Austin Eckler on pass protection stuff and on passing downs. Okay, so again, this is a little bit risky just because we don't really know. This is only game 2. We don't really know the full extent of this guy in the offense, but he looked really good. He broke like a 40-yard run last game. He got, I think, 82 yards last game on 10 rushes. I think this game, he gets 12 rushes. Okay, I think he gets like 12 to 13 rushes in this game. And again, I think he probably averages like maybe 5 yards a rush, 4 yards a rush. And, I think he goes over, and I think he gets about 50 to 55 rush yards, okay? So do I think he's going to get a 150-yard game? No, probably not. Do I think he's going to get even an 80-yard game? Again, probably not. But I do really like him to get over 40.5 yards, just seeing that I think the Commanders, they need a part of their run game, and everyone on that team opens up the run game, if that kind of makes sense. They do a lot of screen passes. They do a lot of Jaden Daniels runs. It's very hard to defend the Washington Commanders, and just adding a running, like a pure running type running back in that offense is very well needed, especially because Austin Eckler looked a little bit washed in that game, even though he could, block well and he can still catch the ball and stuff. He just is not the Austin Eckler from like 3-4 years ago, okay? And then my favorite pick today, okay? My favorite pick, and this pick does not make sense to me at all, okay? Please leave in the comments if this pick makes sense to you, or if I'm wrong about Malik Murphy or something. But if you have that Debo line still on, if you have that Debo line on the taco and you haven't taken it yet, this is an amazing play to take with it. Malik Murphy over 212 pass yards, okay? And I want to get into this. Guys, his past 15 games, he has only truly went under this once, okay? You guys see he did go under this a couple of games here, but he went under this by like 5 pass yards, okay? And this is against Georgia Tech, and this is against UNC, which had much better defenses than Texas Tech, okay? Texas Tech is a Big 12 team, like probably the purest Big 12 team that you can have. They're good on offense and horrible on defense. Now, Malik Murphy, last game he played, he threw for almost 400 yards, He threw the ball 48 times. And again, you might be like, who's Malik Murphy? He's a third-year quarterback, I believe, maybe fourth-year quarterback. He played at Texas. He transferred to Duke, had a pretty reasonable, respectable season at Duke, and now he transferred to Oregon State. So I'm a Texas fan. I've watched this guy a lot. He's pretty decent. He's actually pretty good. And again, he's an experienced guy that's able to lead teams to victory. Like, he's able to do things well. He's able to get pass completions and stuff. And this makes no sense to me. And what I'm going to go through is Texas Tech and how bad their defense is, okay? So the first 2 games of the season, guys, they played Kent State and AR Pine Bluff. I think we can all agree these games don't really matter. These games don't really, they're not even really playing real teams, right? Get no offense if you're a Kent State fan, but your team's, not to the level of an Oregon State. Texas Tech versus Arkansas, and I want to go through the games that they had last year, okay? Talon Green on Arkansas, the team that they faced, gets 341 yards on 11 completions. And by the way, this is a run-first quarterback. He ran the ball 15 times, all right? So that's the Arkansas game. West Virginia game, I'm going to run through this quicker. Garrett Green, 265 yards. Oklahoma State last year, I don't even know how to say this guy's first name, Smith, 300 plus yards in this game. By the way, this is a redshirt freshman. This was his first game ever starting. And if you look at the game that he played, the next game that he played versus Colorado, he gets 70 yards versus Colorado and 0 points. So this is not a great quarterback here. Again, he's a young guy. I'll give him credit. But he was a freshman quarterback in his first ever appearance. He gets over 300 yards. Colorado, Shadur Sanders, we all know he's going to put up yards. He put up close to 300 yards versus them. Okay. I'm kind of getting in no man's land territory. I don't even know how well these guys did. Rocco Betch, 300 yards. TCU, I know Hoover put up yards. 344 yards is what TCU put up. Baylor, Story Robinson, what did he do? 300, close to 300 yards. All right, Arizona, Noah Fifita, what did he do? 300 yards. Do you see the trend that I'm going with here? Brendan Sorley, over 400 yards against this Tech team. Again, I didn't even check some of these games. This is Arizona State again. North Texas. I didn't check this game. Okay, this is finally the game. You have to get to North Texas, Mean Green, the third game of the season, where Chandler Morris throws for under 300 yards. Okay, so they have allowed a 300-yard passer in every single game where they've played a pretty real team, okay? So again, Oregon State, they're a decent team. They have a decent quarterback. I don't know why Tech is favored so much, but they are. So we have 3 things. We have Texas Tech defense being absolutely awful. We have Malik Murphy being a pretty decent quarterback on a pretty okay team. And then 3, we have a team that is likely to lose, which is good for the passing over, because what happens when a team is likely to lose? They're likely to pass the ball a lot more, okay? We don't want to bet on a team's over like Georgia versus some group of 5 team, because what's going to happen is that Georgia team is probably going to be winning by 50 points at halftime, and they're going to pull all their starters, and they're just going to run the ball out and not kind of disrespect that group of 5 team for scheduling them, okay? So as long as Oregon State keeps this game within 25, 27 points, something like that, and not every starter is pulled by the fourth quarter, I think this is an insanely good play, okay? I don't know why this play is 212. Honestly, if this play was 240, I would still like it, okay? So, who knows? Maybe it hits, maybe it misses, but hopefully you guys understand Malik Murphy at 212 is such a good entry. I mean, this could be honestly a taco, and I wouldn't bat my eye at it, and I would take it 100 out of 100 times, okay? Amazing play. I haven't really seen a play like this pretty much all season. I think this is a great play. And if you have any discount, if you have any other apps that have discounts, I would take Malik Murphy all day to go over, okay? He could honestly get this by the middle of the third quarter or something. So here's the plays for the day, guys. Again, if you want a free $100, sign up for Onyx Odds. If you want an easy way to do that, that's going to be the first link in the pinned comment. So the pinned comment will actually have a link to this play here, and it'll be with my affiliate code. So again, it'll help me out. It'll obviously help you out to get $100, and then it'll help you out to also get a free month of the VIP, where you can tell all my picks from Winnable. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching. Text me if you have any questions. My number is right here on the screen. Let's have a big start to the first day, right? Let's try to catch this Jordan Love and Jaden Daniels entry that we have set up for us. And yeah, let's have another big weekend. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.